How are we doing? I know I'm 2 minutes late. Deal with it. It's a busy weekend. I mean, every weekend is busy. What am I talking about? Every weekend is busy. I'm always a little bit overwhelmed. It's okay. Keeps me alive and useful, right? Hopefully everyone is doing well. Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday, and you know what? We're gonna put my other pair of glasses on. I just want to feel different today. Okay, nice. Hi Evo, what's going on? How are you? Long time no see. Where have you been? What's been new? What is going on with you? Tell me everything. You know what? We are gonna clean these glasses though before we get started tonight. I love these frames so much. Okay. Look at that. It's like brand new. It's like brand new. Let's get the chat up. Let's get the chat up. I look crazy. It's okay. It's fine. We're here. We made it. We're live. So, Evo is here. What's the Epstein shit about for real? I'ma get there. But I want to know about you first before I get into my rant, because when I start ranting, I'm gonna go on for probably like 30 minutes. So, yeah, you've been remodeling a house and your life in general. To be real, you've been remodeling. Okay, so are you remodeling your house, a friend's house, a loved one's house, or is it for work? Answer that question first. Then I want to know, why is my computer going fucking crazy? Okay, like, what is going on? And so, wait, every time, give me a second, guys. Because what is really going on? Every time I put YouTube on, my PC kind of goes a little bit haywire. What is really the tea? So you've been remodeling your house. I really want to rant about this whole Epstein shit because they are literally of the devil. Like, they are of the devil. They are lying through their teeth. They are pissing on us and telling us that it's raining. And I'll be honest, when I voted for Trump, I didn't have like this grand, like I'm not a part of MAGA, right? I'm an American first type of person, but I'm not MAGA. I've never proclaimed to be a MAGA. You know, when I voted for Trump, I think he's a bastard. I think he's a liar. I think he's a scammer. Unfortunately, he was the best piece of shit that we could elect at the time. So here we are. That being said, I did not have unrealistic expectations about this administration at all. But one thing I did actually believe that I've been hoodwinked on is this whole Epstein situation. Because they really campaigned on releasing the Epstein files and putting people to justice and serving accountability. They claim to be the most transparent administration in history. You know, these are all really great things to say, great marketing tools. I didn't really believe the whole thing about being transparent, but I did actually believe they were going to release the list and really give justice to all the young girls and boys that were allegedly assaulted by Jeffrey Epstein and his gang of pedophiles. So 5 months ago, let me just read the news. Let me just fucking read the news. You've got a nice entertainment room now. Currently working on my living room. Oh, it's your house. Oh, cool. That's very cool. You should join the Discord channel and like talk about it and like give us updates inside. Let me read the news. Let me read the lies. Let me read the lies. Okay, so this is crazy. So the DOJ and the FBI just said that there is no client list. He didn't blackmail nobody. And nobody else is getting charged. No one's getting charged. They also said that the DOJ releases 10 plus hours long surveillance footage that they say proves no one entered Jeffrey Epstein's cell prior to his death, which they're alleging he committed suicide. Think about that statement first. Can anyone tell me what's wrong with that statement? I'll read it again for you guys. I'll read it again for you. The DOJ releases 10 plus hours, 10 plus hours of surveillance footage that they say proves no one entered Jeffrey Epstein's cell prior to his death. Can someone in the chat please explain to me what is wrong with that statement? Can anybody in the chat explain what's wrong with that statement? They have 10 plus hours of surveillance video that proves that no one was in the room before he committed suicide. Nobody has the answer to that? Kyle, Evo, Rickshaw, Al Capone, Mike Hall, nobody knows the answer? I'll tell you the answer, because maybe you guys have very convenient amnesia. Maybe you forgot. Maybe you honestly forgot. There's a lot of bullshit that's happened in the last 5 years, but maybe you forgot. The problem with this statement is that when he first committed suicide, the official reports was that there was no footage, that there was a technological malfunction. There was no footage at all. There was no footage. Also, the guards that were supposed to be watching him just happened to be asleep. There was no footage. Now, 5 years later, we're now saying that there's 10 plus hours of footage. What? So then, wait, it's crazy. It's so crazy. So then we get to the other lie. They say there is no client list. There's no list, right? And so, Robert L., I don't mind you harassing me. Well, it's not harassment. I don't mind you criticizing, but don't spam. Do not spam this channel because we believe in free speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. You can use slurs. You can be nasty. You can be mean. You can call me a cunt. You can call me an N-word. You can call me a monkey. I don't give a fuck, really. You can call me a homo. But what you will not do is spam in my community. We don't believe in fucking spam. So put your big boy pants on. Stop being a pussy ass hoe. And criticize someone like what's common sense, right? Right? We all like to have fun there, okay? So anyway, and welcome, Robert. Hopefully you get comfortable. We're a fun bunch of people. We love to argue. We love to call each other names. It's actually kind of fun. So like, give me your best. Anyway, so then let's get on to that lying cunt Pam Bondi. What a lying cunt she is, right? Because 5 months ago, she got on national television on Fox News. She got her lying ass. It was in 4K, by the way, 4K HD, high definition. You could see her beautiful skin. She wears makeup, but she's a hot bitch now. She is pretty hot, but she got her ass in 4K HD talking about, I got the list right on my desk. The list is on my desk. All of the atrocities are here. In fact, the reason, get this, the reason she said they weren't releasing it is because there was so much video footage. There was so much evidence that they had to have enough time to release it all. There was so much information that they just couldn't get through it all. And they wanted to be thorough because this is the most transparent administration in history. They had so much. So now, it's just so funny. There is no list. There are no clients. So what I want to happen is I need Ghislaine Maxwell to be pardoned. Where's her pardon? Ghislaine, where's her pardon? Because how did she get convicted for trafficking children on behalf of Epstein, but all of a sudden there's no client list, there's no evidence of her trafficking? I know I'm dumb. I'm not smart. We talked about this last night. I'm not the smartest person ever. I'm not very intelligent. I just know common sense. Can someone please in the comment section tell me, can someone in the comment section tell me how this makes sense? How did Ghislaine Maxwell get convicted of crimes that they are now saying did not exist, literally don't exist? Can someone make this make sense? And this is why Republicans are going to lose the midterms. This is why. This is why. I'm just saying, this is why they're going to lose. I'm telling you, it's crazy. This topic pisses me off, so I'm going to head out for now. See you later, Rickshaw. You were either silent or defended 4 years a weekend at Bernie's. You lost the right to criticize anyone going for it. Who's Bernie? Ricky LaFleur. Who's Bernie? You mean the big, beautiful scam of a bill? Well, Biden's on the list too, Ricky LaFleur. What are you fucking talking about? He's a pedophile too. I mean, the gag is they're all in the files. All these nasty, disgusting Democrats, they're in the files. I'm just saying, listen, I know you guys are mentally not there. I know you're all very low Q. You all belong to cults. I get it. It must be nice to belong to a cult. You don't have to think. It must be nice, honey. Not I. This is why Democrats and Republicans both hate me. They all hate me. It's okay. It's totally fine. They're both in it, Sam. Biden is definitely a pedophile. Are you kidding me? The way he touches children in public, and you don't think he touches them in private? Now let's be honest here, guys. Let's be honest. You're right. You're right. Just because you hang out with people who do drugs does not mean you do drugs. Listen, y'all. Listen. These politicians are all in on it. And just looking at Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, and Dan, they're all lying demons. It's so demonic to sit here and protect pedophiles. It's actually crazy. Hey, Montana Chi, what's going on? My fourth was great. We've got 240 people in the chat, so it's gonna be difficult for me to get through all the chats. It's just not gonna happen tonight. My fourth was great. It's this thing they call the Kansas City Shuffle. What they do is they get you to look left while they move right. That's what they're doing right now. It's crazy. It's so fucking crazy to me. It's like, and you guys, the MAGA call eats this shit up. Have a good night, Toast Truckin'. They eat this shit up. It's like they're so brain dead and useless to society. It's like, you know, Trump could just shoot a bitch dead in broad daylight, and they'd say he didn't do it. He's innocent. He's innocent, right? It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. But listen, I'm not sucking Trump's dick. I might like to suck dick, but I'm not sucking no man's dick called Trump. And Trump is too busy guzzling cum from Israel. Like, Trump is too busy guzzling cum from Israel. He can't even see straight. I'm surprised they can talk at all. I'm surprised they can fucking talk at all. As much cum as he guzzles from Israel. In fact, it would not surprise me if they are influencing this whole thing with Epstein list. Sorry, it's true. It is on both sides. Yeah, it's definitely both sides. But why trash the Democrats? They're not the ones in power. They're not the ones in control of the FBI and the DOJ. It's Republicans. I spent 4 years dragging Democrats with their draconian and authoritarian. I've been on Trump's D for years. No, Kristen, I'm sorry you're projecting right now. I haven't been on Trump's dick for years. I voted for the bastard, and I would vote for him again. Don't even get me twisted, y'all. I would still vote for Trump today, knowing what I know now. I would still. Do you think I was going to vote for Kamala Harris? What? You think I was going to vote for her? No, I would still vote for Trump 10 times out of 10 times, knowing what I know now. That does not mean that I can't call him out for his disgusting fucking behavior with protecting pedophiles. But see, this is the problem. This is the problem you guys have. This is the problem. You guys have no principles. You guys have no principles. See, my principles don't change. Regardless of who's in the presidency, regardless of what party is in control, my principles are the same. I believe in bodily autonomy. I'm anti-vax and I'm pro-choice because I believe in bodily autonomy. So my principles don't change depending on the issue, right? Yours does, right? When I say that I'm against taxation and I'm against overspending, that means that I'm against deficit spending for Democrats, and I'm also against deficit spending for Republicans. See, I know that's so strange to you guys to even you can't even comprehend that shit, can you? You can't even comprehend that, can you? Someone actually having principles? I know, it's wild to me. It's wild. But it is what it is. Anyway, y'all are so mad. Oh my God, this is so great. I'm flip-flopping. How am I flip-flopping? Thomas, apparently it does. Being against vaccine mandates does make you anti-vax because the Democrats change the definition. Because Democrats love changing definitions of things. They can't even tell the difference between a man and a woman. So of course, here's how Democrats work. When they want to make you seem extreme, they'll just change the definition of something, right? If you were against vaccine mandates, they literally change the definition. You can go back. in records. Go back in time and look at what the definition of anti-vax was prior to 2020 and what it was post 2020. Democrats control all of the main industries and spheres of society. They control education, they control banking, they control politics for the most part when you think about it. They control all these different spheres. They control the media, they control entertainment, they control Hollywood. And so it's just so easy for them to just change fucking definitions at the drop of a dime, right? It's crazy. Oh, Trump is evil, surely. Who voted against the things you claim to care about? I voted for Trump because Kamala's a piece of shit. What are you talking about? Again, you cannot comprehend nuance. Listen, if you have two pieces of shit, but one smells a tiny bit better, I voted for the one that smelled better to me. How this makes me a hypocrite or I'm not following you. What's your name? Shrill Shrimp. I know you're a Democratic lackey, but in this community, we actually use critical thinking skills. You're welcome. You're saying a lot of the same things I've said about Trump and the Democrats. I don't know why it's hard for people to have honest. What James Rubino, it's hard for people to have honest conversations about Trump and Democrats and Republicans because they're sheep. They're fucking sheep. And they wouldn't know nuance if it hit them over the fucking head. They don't understand nuance. They just think, oh my God, Democrat, bad. Republican, good. Oh my God, Trump, bad. Democrats, good. I mean, they're just fucking sheep. They're all sheep. And this is why the world is in chaos right now. This is why that both major parties can pass deficit spending. Do you understand that and by the way, there's a lot of things in this, the big, beautiful scam of a bill that I love. The immigration thing. I'm totally on board with Trump when it comes to immigration. Get these motherfuckers out of here. We need an Alligator Alcatraz in every fucking state. That one, I can tell you for a fact. We need an Alligator Alcatraz in every state. But they do this every time. These big, ominous bills, there's always good shit in the bills, right? They put some good stuff in the bills to market it. It's great marketing, no? And they get their side to be like, oh my God, no tax on tips for 3 years. They get all these stupid low IQ people to get excited about these bills. Oh my God, tax breaks. You dumb fucking cunt. Do you understand that tax breaks don't mean shit? Duke, could you stop? I'm ranting right now. My dog is so rude. But no, what the fuck does it matter if your taxes are lowered when inflation is going to eat your fucking money alive anyway due to all the deficit spending? It makes no fucking sense. Wake the fuck up, guys. It makes no, you guys are so like the R word. I don't want to use the R word because I feel like I'll get banned off YouTube. I'm trying to be like nice as possible. But anyway, I got a pit bull. You want to see Duke? I'll show you guys Duke. Duke, they want to see you. They want to see you, Duke. Oh my God, look at my baby boy. Look at my baby boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's Duke. Okay, back to me ranting. Okay, back to me talking shit and pissing you bitches off because it's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. And I love it. Tonda, the tax cuts don't mean shit. Since you don't care about your children and your grandchildren, they don't mean shit. Girl, Dude don't like you. He don't like me. He doesn't. Inflation was happening at a much larger rate before Trump, and we're getting to cuts, buddy. No, it's true. I mean, yeah, Biden fucked shit up. I know. Is Duke gay? No, he's a stragged. Duke is definitely stragged. That's what I mean. You are a sassy bee for no reason. You can say that. You can call me a bitch. You can call me a bitch. You can call me a homo. I don't care. It is what it is, right? Um, you're mean to him. Show him love. Duke, run away. Not run away. They're only cutting federal taxes. You will still pay state tax on your overtime and tips. I like you. You seem logical. Well, listen, Bar, I'm not very smart. I'm not very intelligent. I studied nutrition in college. Like my opinions on politics, like I have an asshole. Like I have opinions. We all have opinions. I just give my opinions. And to be quite frank with you, I don't think I'm super intelligent. I just think I speak common sense. I speak common sense. I'm against taxes because why would you want to tax and why would you want to tax billionaires and subsidize a genocide? Why would you want to increase taxes only for those taxes to be used for the industrial war complex? Why would you ever want to do that? That is the sickest industry in the entire, that's the most evil, demonic industry in the entire world, you know? Followed closely by Big Pharma. So, like, why would you ever want to increase taxations for anything? Until we can fucking balance a budget once in our life, I don't believe in any taxation. But that's common sense, right? Um, but back to Pam Bondi being a lying cunt. How can you guys? Well, yeah, Sam. It was back in the '90s with Clinton in the Republican Congress. Yeah, that was balanced back then. But are you guys really? Are you guys really falling for this whole Epstein thing? I mean, the fact that they are saying that there's 10 plus hours of video recording. I mean, the MAGA cult has to be um really delusional. Like really, really delusional. Um you've gotta be delusional. You really are just letting Donald Trump jack off in your mouth and tell you it's raining. If you believe the 10-hour surveillance video. Last I checked, last I checked, there was no surveillance video because it was malfunctioning. Now all of a sudden they have 10 plus hours. Are you crazy? Like, are you crazy? It's crazy. Why do we pay taxes when we pay tax on everything we buy? Because the political elite and the big time corporations, they need money. They don't want to work for it themselves. T-Pow. This Negro is crazy. Well, I mean, you are correct in saying that. I mean, you're right. This old man really weird in his robe giving old man on the street. Well, this old man lives in a 3,000 square foot home. So if this is the street, honey, it's a pretty nice street. It's a pretty nice street, JC. But I live in Ohio, so I'm like Ohio rich, which is not like Ohio rich is not like we don't make a lot of money. My household doesn't make a lot of money, but it's like rich for Ohio. Do you know what I mean? Like if we lived in New York City, we'd be like dirt poor. Ohio black. I'm Ohio black. Oh my God, you live in I live in Columbus too. Oh my God, that's so cool. I love Columbus. But all these fucking liberals in Columbus is kind of pissing me off. All this whole no Kings Day like parade or protest or whatever, all this shit going on, people walking by my house, like, get the fuck off my street. It's crazy. Um, Spread them clappers for the chat, daddy. Oh, thank you, Abraham. Listen, if you guys want me to read a chat, that's the best way to get one read. Give me $1.99. A dollar. What's that? What's that little girl? Honey Boo Boo. Was that her name? Honey Boo Boo? The girl that was exploited by her trailer trash mom, the overweight one. I think it was Honey Boo Boo, and she said, $1 would make me holler. Well, it's the same thing here. If you really listen, normally I have like maybe 2.5 viewers in the chat. So if you really want, um, if you really want your comment to get read, I always read those. But I'm trying to read the most important ones. Ohio Black, why you so zesty? Because that's the way your daddy likes it, Holo. Vermilion, Ohio here. Cedar Point. Oh, cool. Oh my God. Shout out to Ohio, the great state of Ohio. I'm super excited for Vivek to be our next governor. I cannot wait for Mike DeSwine to get the fuck out of here. Patrick Jones is from Ohio. I love that. I love the Ohio pride in the chat. I love that so much. No Kings is not liberal. It's American No Kings, no fascists, just pure freedom. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. No Kings coming from the people protesting the whole No Kings protest are the same people who literally revered a queen. Her name is Kamala Harris. She was your queen, someone that was not even elected by the people of the Democratic Party. She wasn't even elected. We're talking about a party that has not had a legitimate primary for over a decade. Are you, like, be serious. Be serious here. Like, it's so crazy. Like, it's so hypocritical. You guys are, like, disgusting. Like, so hypocritical. You guys are talking about no kings when you literally was parading around someone who was not elected by the people of the Democrat. Again, you guys have never had a fair primary. One thing I love about the Republicans is those bitches, those cunts are vicious. They rip each other to shreds, honey. I mean, the Republicans, those primaries, listen, I've been a registered Republican since I was 18 years old. And one of my greatest joys is just watching the Republican primaries because those cunts really go after each other. They go for the neck. They apply pressure to the necks. Like, it's beautiful to watch. But that's what we need. We need competition. We need people in elections to be competitive. We don't need chosen ones to just be plucked out of the fucking crowd and picked by, the political elites, right? We need actual competition for these offices. Tell me one good thing that you appreciate. Well, listen, as much as I shit talk Trump, there's a lot of things that I do like about Trump. I do like that he does not hold back in his speech. I'm a big free speech advocate, and sometimes he's nasty and rude, but I actually appreciate that. I'd rather someone be honest and honestly mean than be fake and nice, right? I also vehemently agree with Trump's positions on illegal immigration. The last two streams, we talked about Alligator Alcatraz and how I believe we should have an Alligator Alcatraz in every fucking state in the United States of America. Every state needs an Alligator Alcatraz. And you guys got so mad at me the last two nights for saying that. You guys are talking about, oh my God, this is like concentration camps. Like, girl, bye. What about due process? Like, you mean to tell me, get this, you mean to tell me that people that entered this country without due process, they now need due process on the way back out of the country? Is that what we're what? Is that what we're giving? That's weird. That's really weird to me. So anyway, yeah, I do really agree with all of Trump's positions on immigration, and I'm so happy because listen, it's one thing to get shot up by black gangs in Ohio, but it's another thing to get shot up by Venezuelan gangs. And I'm sorry, I'd rather get shot up by a black gang than a Venezuelan gang. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Like, one of them, it's like, at least, we can fix the whole black issue that we have in this nation. But the Venezuelan issue, the Venezuelan gangs, it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable to have literal, and you know what? Speaking of race, white people are crazy. Like I said the last two nights, only in white Western nations do they allow invaders foreign invaders in their country. Africans don't do this. Asians don't do this. Latin Americans don't do this. Like, non-Western whites don't do this. Only crazy white people from the West do this. They're the only countries in the world that allow foreigners to invade their countries. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? I don't get this. I don't get it. But yeah, you guys are really mad about me supporting Alligator Alcatraz. I even took a poll, and I took a poll. I'm gonna do a poll. I'll do another poll. Let's see what you guys say tonight, because you guys were really just. So I did a poll. Okay, do you support Alligator Alcatraz? Yes or no? Now, last night, the side of good won by 51%. But I was very shocked and appalled that that 49% of you guys said no, you don't support it. It's like, and this is the problem in America. This is why we have so much rampant crime. This is why bitches can shoot up places, can steal stuff, can ransack places, they can disrespect your private property. This is why, because you guys support criminal behavior. You guys support criminals. It's crazy. They gonna be mad either way. If it was a dem who was doing it, they'd all be for praising them. It's true. It's true. We love you, bro. Well, thank you, Vance. What the fuck is Alligator Alcatraz? OCMK is just the newest, most innovative prison in American history. Not Biden in 2036. Oh my God, hi, Island Girl. How are you? How are you, Island Girl? Hopefully you're having a good weekend. We haven't seen you for a while. Oh, sorry, Sam. Oh, sorry, Sam. Sam's like, bitch, you didn't answer the fucking question. I get distracted. Sorry. So basically, Alligator Alcatraz is a new prison that was built in 8 days down in Florida, the great state of Florida. And it's one way in, one way out, and it's literally surrounded by the Everglades. So there are wild alligators, there are pythons, there are hordes of mosquitoes, most likely with disease. And basically, it's a waiting room, basically at a detention center for illegal aliens. And what happens is you get there to the detention center, and they, quite frankly, they ask you, well, are you willing to self-deport? We'll give you $1,000 in cash, and we'll send you on your way. And of course, because these people are criminals, they're going to say, no, 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 I want to stay here. That way they'll wait for a lawyer to try to like drum up support for them and get them out of the situation that they're in. It's disgusting to me. But people are going on, on Twitter and social media being like, oh my God, these fascists are just excited at people being eaten by, migrants are going to be eaten by alligators. Well, listen. First of all, that's never going to happen because migrants are not going to ever be in a position to be eaten by an alligator. Only illegal aliens could potentially be eaten by alligators, and that's only if they try to escape Alcatraz. So, I mean, oh my God, Bill. Oh, hey, Bill from Toledo. You know I love Toledo. Oh, they got panthers too, but that's great. Obama deported more, but nothing was said. Actually, Scott Keller, news for you. At this point, the person that has deported the most immigrants has been Biden. Biden, during the last, I guess, quarter of his administration, actually deported more immigrants, more illegals than Trump did, and Obama. Pretty impressive. But that's when I think we all realized that 60, 70+% of Americans are all in agreement that illegal aliens got to get the fuck out of here. I'd like more transparency on Alligator Alcatraz. How many of them committed crimes besides illegally crossing the border? I'm not sure they're focusing on violent criminals like they say. To be honest, Ian, I don't give a fuck. I hate to say that. I hate to say that, but I'm just being honest. That's how I feel right now. It's how I feel. It's how I feel. Um, well, that's how they talk, Squirrel. That's how they talk when these Poindexters want to try to use their toxic empathy to make you feel bad and gaslight you. It's not working anymore. You cannot gaslight me anymore. I'm sick of the toxic empathy. It does not work at all. Why does your finger bend so far back? Because I have alien fingers. Do you think Biden was the one doing that? No, I know he's a dementia patient. I'm just saying Biden for simplicity's sake. Most countries have immigrants. I'm not a fan of the alligator ally because the majority of people are not criminals and they do not get due process. I'm in favor of constitutional rights. Most of them don't get due process. These people are people that didn't enter the country with due process, but they deserve due process now. I mean, make it make sense. It makes no sense. Would you be okay with people just walking into your house? Empathy is rarely toxic. No, it's very toxic. It's toxic empathy is thinking that we should tell boys that they need to just chop their penises off because they'll feel better. That's toxic empathy. For example, you want to go there. That's a prime example of toxic empathy is what we're seeing with this whole trans movement. That's toxic empathy. Joey Torres. Empathy's not toxic. Yeah, it can be toxic. Yes, it can be. Yes, it can. Hi, you're Soze. How are you? You are traveling a lot these days. Where are you going these days? How are you, by the way? Sorry, you always catch me and I'm like ranting and raging and being crazy. I'm so much. Listen, guys, if I know you guys love me to rant and get all flustered and all crazy, but if you want to watch more peaceful show, watch my vlogs. They're flopping majorly, by the way. I can barely get 100 views on those videos. So if you want to see me in a more calm, relaxed, peaceful, I share recipes. I do all types of like really mundane, boring shit. Maybe that's why no one's watching. But that's my real life. My real life is pretty mundane. I have a pretty beautiful life. And I share that in my vlog. These live streams are just meant to connect with my audience, talk about current events, yap. All I do is yap, run my fucking mouth. That's what I do here. So we talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. It doesn't have to always be politics, by the way. We can yap about whatever you want to talk about. Are you a recent walkaway person? What's a recent walkaway person? What does that mean? What rights did Biden give you back? What rights has Trump taken away? Empathy plus condescending attitudes equal toxic. What's wrong with PBS? Empathy is not toxic. Your ignorance is. Okay, Eric. Oh, Egypt is the next destination. Oh, good for you. I voted for Egypt, by the way, in your poll when you asked us all. And thank you, Soze, for becoming a yapper, an official yapper. I know you like to yap. We've been do that. Everyone go check out Soze's channel. He does. Sit down, dude. I know I'm yelling a lot. But just lay down. I'll take you to bed soon. But go watch Soze. He does a lot of travel vlogs and like, I'm so boring. I don't travel very often. I do go to Miami Beach once a year, but he travels all the time, so I can live vicariously through him. Have you heard about the riots in Ireland? No. People can't separate empathy from sympathy. I've never seen you before, but I just want to say I do agree with you 100%. Spoken like a boss. Thank you for having the guts to come out and actually say what most Americans think. Well, Greg Lehman, it's so funny you say that because I don't think I'm not saying anything controversial. The only people that think I'm saying anything controversial is like the 15% of people that are elites and control the media and have like gotten sheep to agree with them. But I'm not saying anything that the majority does not agree with. Sorry. I haven't been to Miami Beach, but an American vlog is long overdue. Listen, if you go to Miami Beach, I go to Miami Beach. Oh my God. I've been to Miami like 8 times. I go every year on Christmas morning and we come back around, the 3rd of January. We stay for about 8 to 10 days, something like that. I've been so many times that certain business owners know who I am when I go down there. So if you do want to go to Miami, go when I'm there so we can meet up. But if not, I'll give you advice on where to go, what deals to go. And, the Versace mansion, go there for lunch, not for dinner. That's another pro tip. But we'll talk offline about that. Trump's going to lock his ass up. I wish he would. We need more voices like yours, Adam. Well, thank you, Adam. Shitting on due process is the worst take in history. Okay, Sam. I had a terrible time in Miami. Oh my God, Benjamin, really? Due process was so last year. If you're a vibe in your robe and in an office, I can only imagine you out. Listen, you're so Zay. Let me tell you one thing. I know these bitches always want to come for me in my robe, but bitch, it's 12 o'clock at midnight. I do not get online to be a fake and a fraud. That's one thing I'll never be, is a fake and a fraud. If I were not streaming at 12 o'clock at night, I would be in my fucking robe. You girls are not worth me putting clothes on. That's just me being honest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm in the comfort of my home. I'm not going to be uncomfortable just to get on here and talk shit on the internet. Are you kidding? Like, what? No, never going to happen. So now when I do random IRL streams during the daytime, I have clothing on. But after 9 o'clock p.m., I don't have fucking clothes on. And you don't either. No one at home has clothes on after 9 p.m. What? I mean, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. So, like, it would be inauthentic of me to get on here with a full outfit on to just talk shit to a camera. That is so, like, do you know how awkward that is? That would be so weird. That's, imagine putting the outfit on to go live and talk shit and yap about random shit like this. That would be so weird. But I guess there are weirdos that do that. It couldn't be me. Martin Hernandez, so you don't have a real job? I mean, listen, Martin, I do work. I'm not gonna spill my tea like that. I'll just say this: my household income is really nice. I'll say that. But I do work. You a beta? Okay. When did weird become the ultimate insult in the Bosch community? In the Bosch community? What does that mean? Oh, you mean black community? Okay. I put outfits on to go live and take them off right when instead. Zay, you got to get you are a weirdo. You got to get yourself a cute robe and just like let that body show off the bodies. You're so Zay. Do you like your job? Yeah, I've worked in the food industry. Oh my God, yeah, you guys said you were gonna get me fired from my job. Please do. Please do. Give me a reason to not have a job for a while. But no, I've worked in the restaurant industry now for over 12 years in totality. I was a nutrition major, so I'm really a big time nerd when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to like, eating the right foods. I mean, look at the skin. I am actually 35 years old, but a lot of people say that I'm in my 20s, so I'll take it. What do you think about Diddy case compared to the Epstein case? And did you research Bitcoin or wash your potatoes in cold water before you use the air fryer? I did neither. I have not researched Bitcoin yet, Mikhail. I'm so sorry. And I did not do any potatoes. I have not cooked any more potatoes yet. So I have not tried it again. I'll be honest, I have not followed the Diddy case very well. And so I don't really want to give an opinion that's super duper ignorant when I have zero facts about the actual charges. What I do know for a fact is that Diddy is a total piece of shit because I saw the video of him beating the shit out of Cassie. That alone tells me he's a piece of shit. Also, The fact that his private plane, right before his house got raided, the fact that his private plane went to a country where the US has no jurisdiction, that's where all the evidence is. Why was this private plane being tracked going to some random country where the US can't extradite his ass or any evidence from that country, but he wasn't on the plane? That's where the evidence was. Anyway, also this whole Epstein thing, Trump and his lackeys are a bunch of evil demonic pigs. They are. I know you cultists don't want to hear that. I know that breaks your brain to hear the truth. I know. It sucks. Yeah, your Lord and Savior Trump has done a lot of good things, but he's also still an evil piece of shit. Sorry, it's true. Um, Deal with it. You know, the facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. But yes, they're protecting pedophiles. Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, and Dan, they're all lying cunts. And they've contradicted themselves so many times. It's just like, again, it's like they're jacking off and jizzing in your mouth. And they're just telling you, oh, don't worry, Michael Call. It's just raining. It's just sprinkling. They're jizzing all over your face. They're planning your fucking face. It's so crazy to me. And you guys are just like really eating it up. It's so funny. It's so funny to me. It's so funny. Like, wow. Wow. It's crazy. He's just trying to pretend he would hook up with the young gay youth. He would and does. Maga. I'm a Trump fan, but I agree with you about Epstein. Well, the truth is the truth, Bar. I mean, the truth is the truth. You're all homos now, David. Yes. Trump has made all of y'all homos. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Did I vote for Obama? No, I voted for Mitt Romney. Funny story, Joey. I went to Miami University and I actually met the Romney boys. And because I'm such a flaming homo, I thought they were so hot. I didn't take a shot with them, but they did buy a round of drinks and of shots, and I happened to get a shot from one of the Mitt Romney boys. So dreamy, so hot. Anyway, yeah, I love Mitt Romney. I mean, he's such a piece of shit too when you think about it. But I was young back then. I was like I don't know, 20 something when he ran. But he's a piece of shit too. What a fucking rhino he is. Hey, Sunderbands, how's it going? I agree with you with the Epstein stuff as well, and the other person who just said that, but Trump is still better than the alternative of Harris. Well, I agree, Greg Lehman. Well, no shit. Like I said, I can trash and will trash Trump for the rest of these 4 years. I will definitely be trashing that motherfucker because he's a piece of shit. But that doesn't change the fact that I voted for him, and I would still vote for him again, knowing what I know now. And I know that breaks you guys' brains too, because a lot of you cunts are like, oh my, I bet you regret your vote now, Cho, don't you? You regret your vote now, don't you? No, I don't. I don't. I don't at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to me. I wouldn't leave my kids around you. If you had kids, I'd call CPS on you right now, Rock Dizzle. You probably, with a name like Rock Dizzle, you probably don't have access to your kids today. So what the fuck are you talking about? Rock Dizzle? What are you talking about? You probably don't see your kids now. Come on, come better than that, honey. Anyway. What do you think about the tax cut distribution in the big beautiful bill? I think all tax cuts are good. I think listen, it's a principled issue for me. I do not believe in taxing people based on their income. I just don't believe in that. Full stop. And so any tax cuts to anyone's income, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Rock Dizzle, that's fine. Leave them with someone who's going to convince them they are trapped in the wrong body. Who was your favorite Democratic candidate? Oh. What? None of them. Actually, none of them. I'm so radicalized against Democrats since 2020, and I have to admit, it was a very well. I've always been a registered Republican since I was 18 years old, but I didn't become radicalized against Democrats until 2020. As someone that works in business, and I had colleagues that lost their life savings due to the authoritarian regime. We were all gaslit like sheep. It was crazy. People were canceled. People lost their livelihoods for defending the truth. I mean, everything, like us conspiracy theorists, I think you all ought to come up with a different word. Because everything we said about COVID was right. Like every single thing we said about COVID was right. And, I don't really, this may be too personal to share. I'll kind of abridge the story. But I had a loved one in the hospital that had two near-death experiences. And the nurse allowed me to come visit this loved one for 1 hour because they were dying. This was so traumatic for me. I remember like it was yesterday. I was in the middle of a Kinko's, which is a printing store. I think it's FedEx now, but I was in the middle of a Kinko's crying my eyes out because I had to handle this person's, estate planning and get the will printed, all this stuff, because they were dying. And when I got there, I had to, it's so fucking stupid. Gotta have a mask on. I gotta go through security. I gotta do all this bullshit and all this distancing bullshit that didn't fucking work, that we all knew didn't fucking work. So I get there and I have my 1 hour. And then my loved one magically began to get better. So the nurse said, I'll let you stay another hour. So 2 hours goes by and my loved one got better. Long story short, the nurse let me stay 8 hours during my loved one's critical condition. Okay? And my loved one is still living today. And that nurse almost lost her job for allowing me to stay with my loved one during the height of COVID. And all I can think of, even though this is like a blessing from God himself, I don't know why I get so sad and emotional about this victory in my life, because all I can think about is all of the people that died alone because they did not have access to their loved ones. That's all I can think about when I remember this story. And I will never forgive Democrats for what they did to people and what they did to society during COVID. I may have been able to save my loved one, but there are so many people who died unnecessarily so because they were fucking alone. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah. Fuck Democrats. Fuck them. So the cure was love, actually? Well, I don't know. The reason that this person was dying was a medical mystery. This loved one of mine, she had like, I don't know, like a liter of blood in her body. I mean, I don't even want to get into it because you guys are going to call me crazy. I'm not going to get into it. But all I'm going to say is the doctor called me and said, I don't know how she's living. I don't know how she's alive. And when a doctor tells you something like that, Bitch, why the fuck are you telling me? Like, I just, anyway, medical mystery. They don't know how she was living. And all of a sudden, when I got to the hospital, she started to get better. And the longer I stayed, the better she got. I don't know what that means. All I'm saying is a lot of people didn't have that opportunity that I did. And I'm happy I had the opportunity. And shame on the administrative staff that tried to get that nurse fired from her job. Shame on them. But it is that energy that Democrats displayed during COVID that radicalized me against them forever. Forever. Anyway. Tragic to be isolated at that moment without loved ones. Joey, listen, it perturbs me. It perturbs me to my core that is the society that we lived in. Like, the same people that are crying about, we can't separate families right now. We can't separate the families, are the same people that let your 90-year-old grandmother die alone in the hospital. Those are the same people talking about separating families. You can't take them. You can't take them seriously. You can't take them seriously. Like, you can't take them seriously. They wanted people to lose their job for not taking. I know. Listen, and that's when I became anti-vax. That's when they changed the definition of anti-vaxxer, right? People that didn't want vaccine mandates, who didn't want people to have to carry around a fucking card, that said they were vaccinated or not, all of a sudden we became anti-vaxxers. That's how they tried to make us into extremists, right? It's crazy, y'all. It's fucking crazy. I'm telling you. It's crazy. Mama Ali, you had your family with you the whole time. I mean, I think it makes a difference, but I don't know. I don't know. Have you noticed how Democrats have actively changed the definition of words for going on 2 decades now? Racism, fascism, women, biology. I know, Matt. I know. Whenever Democrats start losing an argument, they just change the definitions of things. They are the smart class of people, right? They're the college educated. They're the ones that know better than you, right? So they just tell you, no. They pat you on your head. Oh, so are you, low IQ monkey? You're just ignorant. You didn't know that we changed the definition of a man and that men can get pregnant now. You just didn't know that, did you? They just changed definitions. I know, it's crazy. It's wild. Oh, here we go. It's all the same thing. The meanings haven't changed. It's more modern displays of it. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. I mean, just the gaslighting of it all is just really funny to me. That is so funny. It's just more modern displays of it. Oh my God, it's crazy. I don't like Candace, but watch, she's uncovered. She's great and discovered a lot of truths. Most Americans are stupid. When Israel can control the whole country, CIA, Mossad. Listen, United States of Israel, here we are. Hey Jocelyn, how are you? Do you feel like every election since JFK is just voting for the lesser two evils? Yes. My heart breaks for those who passed away with a stranger holding their hands. I had some great nurses, but that special bond matters. Bro is rubbing that fake gay voice as hard as he can. Oh my God, Nathan, yes. I only pretend to be gay. I actually have a wife and 3 children and 2.5 dogs and a white picket fence. I only pretend to be gay with my gay, lispy, flaming voice for the money on YouTube. That's why I do it. Do you fuck with Nick Fuentes? Not really. Not really. I mean, not really. I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day. And wait, I mean, I'm not trying to get canceled. I'm not trying to get canceled on here. Like, don't report me to YouTube, okay? I can't. If I say nice things about Nick Fuentes, will you guys to report me to YouTube? Don't do that, because I know that motherfucker's banned everywhere. I know he's banned everywhere. I mean, they've really destroyed him for speaking his truth. Listen, I'm not racist. Nick Fuentes is obviously, he's very racist, admits to it. He's racist. I'm not racist. I'm not, anti-Semitic. I'm not those things. But a lot of the things he said about Israel in terms of how they move and operate, I'm just saying. Not a wife and 3 kids and 2.5 pets, absolutely. This is a gay act, honey. Cho is the best gay man for straight men. I'm telling you, Mikhail, the Straggots, white male Straggots love me. Like, no Diddy, no homo, but you Straggots, white male Straggots love Cho. You guys love me, as you should. The gays hate me, though. The LGBTQ plus I, exclamation mark, Wi-Fi, strong password community, they don't fuck with me. They don't fuck with me, but that's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. A Straggot is a straight person. It's like F-A-G-G-O-T, but for straight people. I don't think I can say the F word on here. So I'm not going to say that word, but it's like the F-A-G, but for straight people. Straggot. You're a Straggot. If you're straight, you're a Straggot. Right? Did Trump play a part in Epstein's death? I don't think he did. But I do think that Trump is probably on the list. Or there are probably a lot of people from Israel, big-time players, billionaires that's on the list. I don't know. Because Trump's administration is definitely... Listen, I've been dragging the Democrats. Let me drag Trump again, because this stuff is breaking news, and y'all got me fucking pissed off about this Epstein shit. Trump's administration is protecting pedophiles. They're protecting pedophiles. Let me repeat. Trump's administration is protecting pedophiles. Pam Bondi is a lying cunt. She's been caught in so many fucking lies. In HD 4K. HD, high definition. You can see every fucking crevice on her fucking face. Okay? And she's been caught in so many lies. Were you lying 5 months ago? Or are you lying today? Which time were you lying? Because what you said 5 months ago in February is not what you're saying in July. And, I mean, let me get the calculator out. You got to get your handy danny TI. Because, listen, I'm pretty sure that 2 plus 2 equals 4. But we're going to double check. 2 plus 2. Bitch, is still 4. It's still 4. So, according to the calculator, Pam Bondi is a lying cunt. And again, was she lying 5 months ago or is she lying today? I don't know which one it is. I just know she's a liar. I know that Kash Patel's a liar. I know that Dan's a liar. They're saying that all of a sudden they have 10 plus hours of surveillance video when they just got done telling us 5 years ago that there was no fucking surveillance video at all because of the malfunctions. You've got to be fucking kidding me. And you guys eat and you Republicans, you MAGA cult members, you guys are eating this shit up with both hands. You're eating with both hands. You're eating this shit with both hands. It's disgusting to me that you guys are all protecting pedophilia. It's disgusting to me. It's of the devil. It's of the devil. This is truly of the devil. It's of the devil. And not wiping their mouths. Eating with both hands and not wiping their mouths. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh my God, here we go again. So you're just gonna ignore that Biden didn't release the Epstein files? You dumb, stupid cunt. Of course I'm not ignoring that. I've already dragged Biden. But listen, Biden's probably dead somewhere, okay? So why are you bringing Biden up like someone gives a fuck about Biden, okay? He's probably on the list himself along with the Clintons. But again, you stupid low IQ people are tribal. You're basically one step away from fucking monkeys, okay? You only believe in tribal politics. But what about the Democrats? But what about Trump? I mean, you guys have no nuance. You have no principles. All you do is deflect, deflect, deflect. All you do is deflect. I detest Biden. I think he's a pedophile. But the first thing out of your mouth is, well, what about Biden? I mean, you do. I mean, what is wrong with you guys? Like, what is wrong with you guys? Because you voted for them. I voted for Trump. What do you mean I voted? Listen, I did vote for Trump. And I don't take back my vote for Trump. I was never going to vote for Kamala Harris. They're worse. But what about wiping from front to back? I bet he voted for Biden. What a dumb cunt. What a dumb cunt. Most disappointed in Dan. Listen, I watched that video of Dan breaking the news about how there was no reports of him committing suicide. It looks, and I actually, when I watched the video, I felt bad because you can tell he was a hostage in that situation. You can tell that he was corrupted. I don't think that Dan entered this position as a demonic demon. I think he is one today. I think he is one today. He's drank the Kool-Aid today. And I don't know, listen. These are very powerful people that run this country. These political elites. I mean, listen, imagine being a chef for the Obama, for the Clintons. You may end up fucking dead, right? So who knows what types of threats or what types of things could happen to people who actually are fighting for the truth. So, the empathetic side of me does have a bit of compassion for people that have a track record of truth like Dan, that now is doing a complete 180 and now telling lies. It makes me think that he has been compromised. He has either been paid off or he has been threatened or they have, blackmailing him. So, I do think about that. But at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. And you have to be a demonic person to defend people who indulge in pedophilia. You have to be a demon to do that. I truly believe that. Sorry, I believe that. It's the truth. So, yeah, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Ice baby. Absolutely. We love Ice in this house. We love Ice in this house. Take what you dish out. What are you talking about, Kevin Harrison? Are you a court member of the MAGA court? Good luck, honey. Broke asshole. See, listen. Let me tell you something. I may rant about all this political shit, but I'll tell you one thing. Cho's household thrived under Biden. My household thrived under Trump. This household is thriving again under Trump. So, you know, I know we complain about the White House a lot, but my household will always be successful, regardless of what motherfuckers in that White House. So at the end of every day, I sleep very peacefully. I live a very charmed life, and that's not going to change no matter who the fuck's in the presidency. Okay? I'm just saying. Listen, I get on here and rant for you poor motherfuckers. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I'm trying to put y'all on game. Tuh. I like how you're not afraid to alternate everybody. It's really funny. Listen, Ian, I am principles over party. I have been a registered Republican since I was 18. I'm 35 years old now. My principles are more important than any fucking man on earth. That includes your cult leader, Trump, okay? That includes Kamala Harris, you know, women's champion. You know, all of a sudden she's fucking black. That includes all politicians. Your favorite politician is a piece of shit. Unless it's Thomas Massey. But your favorite politician is a piece of shit. He's a piece of garbage, okay? And I will call him out every time I need to call him out, right? So, I mean, I'm just saying, listen, I don't know. Just do the right thing. Do the right thing. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Oh my God, I'm gonna like have an aneurysm. It's crazy to me that Republicans control the presidency, the Senate, the House, and yet they still somehow manage to run up the greatest amount of deficit spending in our nation's history. I mean, think about that. Think about that. They've got total control. Oh, sorry, Joey. Yeah. And the Supreme Court. You've got the Supreme Court, the presidency, the Senate, the House, and yet you still somehow managed to deliver the American people the greatest amount of deficit spending in history. In history. I mean, it's not funny. It's not funny, but it is, because it's that incredible. Let that sink in. This is the same person who campaigned on actually balancing the federal budget. And the first thing he does, the first bill that he gets passed, is one that increases the deficit spending to a magnitude that I pray we never reach again. I'm sure the next president would do so, though. And listen, the parties are the same. They all love to spend your money. They like to steal our tax dollars and spend your money. That's how they get by. Stop ranting, then, you silly little man. Love to see you during the draft. I love hate comments. What is it about? Do I have a disorder or something? Because I get really tickled by hate comments. I don't know what it is about getting a really funny hate comment. But first off, I would never be drafted in the war, in the military. Are you kidding me? You want me to fuck around and fight some war for your disgusting politicians? That would never happen. I'm no dog of no military, okay? I don't bark for anybody. Stop, Barry. You're embarrassing. That's what's up. Someone who hasn't fallen for the divide and conquer. No. They all can get it. They all can get it from me. Oh, hey, Sports Jazz fan, how are you? Hopefully you've had a good weekend, Sports Jazz fan. Thank you for stopping by. Joe, the debt is why you need to study Bitcoin. You're right, Mikhail. You're right. You're for tax cuts. Cuts equals deficits. No, they don't, Bar. They actually don't. See, this is what I don't like. The problem is not tax cuts. The problem is spending. I don't understand why you guys don't understand that it is spending. It is spending that is the main, it's the thing you have control over. You have control over how much you spend. Do you have a credit card? Do you have a credit card? It's the same thing. When you run your bill up and you keep buying Hermes bags, or you keep buying sports cars, or you keep buying this, you're spending. It's the spending that causes the deficits. It's not the income. I mean, it's not giving people more money back. It's like, stop spending so much. It's the fact that we're giving Israel and Ukraine billions of fucking dollars. And my mind's gonna explode. I'm gonna explode. It's just so, it's pernicious. It's so pernicious when I hear people talk about how tax cuts lead to deficits. No, it does not. Spending leads to deficits. When you look at what they're spending your money and our money on, it's the spending that's the problem, not the fact that they want to give you money back, okay? It's the fact that we're spending billions and billions and billions of dollars on Israel and Ukraine and all these other fucking countries and not spending that money on the American people. Imagine if you had those multiple billions of dollars back into the pot of money. What happens then, Bar? You don't have a fucking deficit. You don't have a deficit. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Okay. What was DOGE for if they just ran the money to the bankruptcy? Girl, marketing. See, I can call Trump a lot of bad things. Dumb is not one of them, unfortunately. The man is smart. Maybe for nefarious purposes, but the man is very intelligent. He's very smart. What Trump identified is that libertarians such as myself, or libertarian-leaning people such as myself, he identified that we hold a major voting bloc in America. Not only is his base libertarian-leaning, kinda, but they found that they could create a voting bloc, an alliance between libertarian-leaning people, America First, MAGA, and that would be what would give Trump his new base. And so DOGE was just simply put marketing to get libertarians on his side. Bravo. Politics, right? It's just politics. Trump doesn't believe in DOGE. No one believes in DOGE except for, silly Americans and silly libertarians, right? It's a total joke. Wait, so do you disagree with the big beautiful bill? 100% yes. It's dog shit. What do you mean? Of course I do. Of course I disagree with the big beautiful scam of a bill. The deficit spending is going to totally eliminate any tax cuts that they give you. It's a piece of shit. Yeah, they sprinkle a lot of nice, cute things in the bills. They have to do this with every ominous bill. This bill is no different than something Biden would pass. It's no different than something Biden would pass, except it's worse. Except it's worse, actually, because they spend even more money of your tax dollars. Are you excited for the draft? Yes, I am. I love how you love Thomas because I do too. He's about the only one that's good. How do you feel about the next upcoming, which is AOC? I used to like AOC. I'll be honest with you. She's more of a populist, But I feel like she's been a little corrupted. Honestly, truly. I think she talks a big game, but she still inevitably falls in line. I do think that she is I think she's genuinely interested in breaking down the Democratic Party. But unfortunately, I'm not a far left person. I'm not a far left. I'm a right-leaning libertarian, right? I'm a registered Republican for a reason. So I don't agree with AOC on the majority of her positions. Um, I may agree with her sentiments and what she wants to achieve, but not the means to which she wants to achieve them. So that's where we disagree, is in the nitty-gritty of how do we lower costs? How do we lower rents? I don't believe that we lower rents by doing rent control. I don't think we do that. And actually, it's a fact. That's not how you, I mean, let's talk about rent control for a second. All the cities with rent control actually have the highest rents in the nation. That's not by accident. It's basic economics. So anyway, I mean, I don't know. I go back and forth with AOC because sometimes I'm like, oh, she's actually principled. She's actually going against the grain. But then other times she falls in line with the Democratic establishment, which I think is disgusting. So, I mean, I'll never vote for her because I disagree vehemently with a lot of her positions and how she plans to achieve them. But I used to have more respect for her back in the day than I do now. Good question though. Really good question. Because the bitch is running for presidency. She's definitely running for president. You heard it here first. We're not even supporting Ukraine anymore. Support. Big boy, that was literally less than a fucking year ago. Can you shut the fuck up? I mean, you act like we just sent Ukraine billions of dollars 10 years ago. This just what I mean, where have you been? What are you talking about? What are you really talking about? It's not a misleading statement. We just gave Ukraine billions of dollars. What are you talking about? What? I mean, what? Biden was just president. Okay. The only thing Biden ever said that I agree with, show me your budget and I'll show your priorities. Well, he was right about that. All the money the government prints, all the loans businesses take out, all the loans for houses and cars, all the loans for student debt, dries up inflation and adds to the national debt. 90% of all entitlements gotta go. Talking about the fraud squad, yeah, they're kind of psychopathic, Ian. Cry more lips, okay. Agree. AOC, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a Brooklyn girl. One thing about AOC, she's hot as fuck. I think AOC is one of the hottest politicians we have. I mean, Obama was hot. Obama was hot. Mitt Romney was hot back in the day. AOC's pretty hot. The current, who is it? Who is it that's really hot? What's her name? Press secretary. What's her name? What's the press secretary's name? She's pretty hot too, actually. Yeah, AOC, listen. If I were a Stragged, I'd tap that in a second. I would. Bondi is hot, but no, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the press secretary, the really cunty one. The press. I love her, by the way. She's such a liar, but like I love her to death because she is such a cunt to the news reporters. She is so funny to me. She is so funny to me. I love Trump's press secretary. Like, she is actually the best we've ever seen. Like, the best we've ever seen. Yes, love it. Yeah, she's great. She is perfect. She's savage. I mean, I don't get why everyone I don't get why people actually criticize press secretaries. I mean, they're all paid to lie for the presidents. Like, that is part of the job description. So I don't know why. Who was the black lesbian? I felt bad for her. I actually felt really bad for the black lesbian girl for Biden, because she had to like tell the most outrageous lies for that man. Like, I mean, I hope they were paying that bitch, because I mean, what an impossible job. She had to put on a clown mask for that man for 4 years. I mean, it's wild. I mean, she did the best she could. She did the best she could, honestly. I felt bad for her. But why does everyone like rag on the press secretary so much? Like, she really got a lot of hate, and I don't get why. Like, they all are paid to literally lie. That is literally their job. They lie to the news reporters, and they cover for the president that they work for. That is their job. Um, but no, this new girl, listen, she's amazing. I love the new girl. She's great. I love her. Elsie was born and raised in Parkchester, New York, one of the safest rich suburbs. She claims she's from Brooklyn, the 2 years she lived after graduating from Boston College. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Oh yeah, no problem, Greg Layman. I'm happy to answer your question. Yeah, no problem. That's my opinion on AC. I think I like her. I think I like her. I do think that she perhaps used to be a more genuine person with more admirable goals and a more principled stance. But I just feel like she's been real waffly these days. Like, I think she's been waffling a little bit on whether she's really actually against the establishment Democrats or not. Yeah, Levitt is really hot. She's super hot. Probably missed your own answer to your poll, but let's hear it. I'm interested. Oh, I'll go over it again. So yeah, Alligator Alcatraz, for those that don't know, and we're gonna go after this because I have to teach a cooking class tomorrow, and I gotta edit a vlog. I got shit to do, guys. But I'm gonna answer this question, and we're gonna go. But Alligator Alcatraz is the most innovative prison ever known to man in America, because in the great state of Florida, they basically built a prison, a detention center in 8 days. By the way, as an aside, the next time you drive over a pothole, I need you to call your representative and tell them, ring, 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 ring. Hey, motherfucker, this pothole has been here for 8 years, and the sons of bitches down in Florida built a massive detention center in the middle of the Everglades in 8 days. What the fuck is going on with this pothole? I mean, that's good. Listen, I promise to you, the next time I gotta call 311 or anything in Columbus, I'm gonna tell those bitches, get what is going on? It's been longer than 8 days since I called, and if Alligator Alcatraz got built in 8 days, there's no reason this pothole should still be here. The fuck? Anyway, so they built this detention center so that when they process illegal aliens, they come to this detention center, and it's surrounded by the Everglades. It's one way in, one way out. Beautiful, right? Gorgeous. Unkept Everglades. You've got alligators. You've got hordes of mosquitoes, which are probably disease ridden. You got pythons, all types of wildlife, you know. And so you go there, you check in, and they offer you right off rip, off bat. They say, "Oh, you can self-deport. We'll give you a band. We'll give you $1,000 in cash, and we'll send your ass on your way home." Right? And if you refuse, then you can take your ass and get into a cot and await to be deported by us. Right? So the girls are mad, of course. Everyone's mad. Oh my God. These illegal aliens that when they entered the country didn't enter using due process. All of a sudden, they need due process on their way out of the country. It's just a wild thing. Oh my God. These people are excited about migrants being eaten by alligators. But no, that's not happening. The only reason that would ever happen is if an illegal alien, aka a criminal, would try to escape from Alligator Alcatraz. So it's like, come on, guys, make it fucking make sense. I mean, the toxic empathy, I'm over with. I think we need an Alligator Alcatraz in every state. All 50 states need at least one of these facilities in their state, 100%. So yes, I'm all for Alligator Alcatraz. Um, you know, the people that are talking about separating families, how could you, why did you, why, how, oh my God, you know, how could you do such a thing to these families, separating these families, again, are the same people that, you know, did not care about your grandmother dying during COVID alone in the hospital by her fucking self at 90 years old. They didn't care about families being separated via death during COVID. They didn't care then, but now they care about illegal aliens and their families being separated. It's just, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Oh, Benjamin, well, that's so good that you're gonna do that with your mom. Take care of her, please. Listen, Benjamin, it's just crazy to me because it's like, it's crazy to me. We're the only, I mean, only white Western nations do this shit. Only white Western nations don't believe our borders are sovereign. Every other minority in this country, they're like in their countries back home or whatever, their ethnic backgrounds. African countries don't do this shit. Latin countries don't do this shit. Arabic countries don't do this shit. Asian countries don't do this shit, but no one's calling them racist. No one's calling them xenophobic. But no, America is xenophobic. America is racist because we believe in sovereign borders. White people are crazy. That's all I can say. Western whites are crazy, not the Eastern whites. They got some sense, apparently, when it comes to the border security. But these Western whites have lost their fucking minds in their nations. They've lost their fucking minds. Girl. She drank the Kool-Aid because she's making money. Well, you know, yeah. Yeah. Mexico has been protesting to send back all the boomers moving there and driving up the rent. Well, listen, that's their country. Let them do what the fuck they want to do. It's Mexico. See, and again, and yeah, Mexico really is. Mexico has retaliated and they have been targeting Americans that live there. But listen, full stop. I don't give a fuck. Because if you want to live in Mexico, you live by their rules down in Mexico. If you have a problem with it, move the fuck away. Right? So for the Americans down, listen, I'm not one of those Republicans that are, oh my God, but what about the Americans living abroad in Mexico? Who gives a fuck about them? No, they're in Mexico. They live in Mexico. Let them worry about Mexico down there. If they want to get out of Mexico, take your ass back home to America. As far as I'm concerned, right? I mean, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. That's listen. I believe in a country having sovereignty over their own nation. So again, I'm principled across the line. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for this weekend of live streams. We go live every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. During the work week, I release vlogs and shorts, more lifestyle, so it's gonna be a lot more calm than what you guys saw me tonight. I'm actually a very peaceful person. If you watch one of my vlogs, I'm actually very different in my vlogs because I'm like, you know, I don't go, you know, in my day-to-day life ranting and raving about shit. You know what I mean? I live a very blessed and charmed life. I have no reason to, you know, bitch about shit. I have a pretty great life. So, my vlogs are a lot more low-key and they bring peace, I think. You know, I do cooking, I do fitness, I talk about finances, I talk about random stuff. So yeah, check it out. I travel, all that good stuff. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And then yeah, we can chit chat next weekend. Thank you for the sub, Mama Ollie Cat Black. Have a good night, Benjamin. Good luck with chemo with your mom. Thanks for stopping by again, Joy Torres. I really, really appreciate you, and Mikhail too. Thank you for coming back. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, guys. And I'm sorry. I know I piss people off all the time. I know I piss Democrats off. I piss Republicans off. I don't give a fuck, to be quite frank with you. But you know, people listen. I don't know. People are just cheap. I don't know. People don't like to think. Oh, that's right. You had the Venezuelan girlfriend. Oh my God, I'm wishing her so much luck. Yeah, Mikhail, I really appreciate you. I love you and you and your Venezuelan girlfriend. She's probably hot as fuck too. Listen, I know we got a lot of Venezuelan gangs here, but Venezuelans are hot. I've seen some of the photos of some of the gang members, and listen, I'm just saying, just being honest, Venezuelans are kind of hot. But get the fuck out, like, if you're illegal. We'll hold on to her tight, Mikhail, and treat her right. It seems like she's got a good. Yeah, if you're hot, you can stay. You gotta be at least a 7 out of 10 to stay. If not, get the fuck out of this country. Okay? Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. Subscribe, like the stream, all the good stuff, and talk.